Hello, Central New York. What is happening? Well, it's June. We made it. And the May figures for the housing market in Onondaga County are out. They were just released by the Greater Syracuse Association of Realtors. And the numbers just keep getting more and more interesting. I don't know where we're going, but I could tell you where we've been. And it's going to be interesting to see how things go from this point forward. There's been a lot of reports on the news about the housing market changing drastically, that it's become a buyer's market. Well, real estate is local. And I can tell you that what's happening in Southwest Florida, what's happening in Phoenix, Arizona, what's happening in Las Vegas, what's happening in parts of Texas is not happening in Central New York. We don't have a glut of inventory. We still don't have enough inventory for the number of qualified and interested buyers that are out there. But things are still starting to move towards that higher inventory levels, but in certain price ranges. So let's take a look at what happened in May, and maybe that'll give us some kind of idea as what we can expect going forward for June and July. So new listings for the month of May were up 8.4%, 516 versus 476. And year to date, new listings are up 3.4%, 1,784 versus 1,725. So year to date, pretty flat. Month to date, up a little bit, not up a ton. Now, just to let you know what's going on, 50% of new listings in May were priced between $150,000 and $300,000. So almost half of all the listings of the homes listed in May were priced between $150,000 and $300,000, and that's a significant thing. You'll find out why in a minute. Pending sales, which are homes that went under contract and are waiting to close, were down for the month 22.7% from last May, 300 units versus 388 units. And year to date, pending sales are down 10.4%, 1,362 units versus 1,520 units. But the other thing I want to point out is that 52.2% of new purchase contracts that were written in May that were accepted were for homes priced between $150,000 and $300,000. So that seems to be the sweet spot. That seems to be where most of the, at least half of the total inventory is coming from, and at least half of the sales are coming from. So there's plenty of buyers in that price range. Closed sales were down for the month 27.6%, 226 closings versus 312 last May. And year to date, closings are down, closed sales are down 5%, 1,204 closed sales versus 1,268 closed sales. Again, that's if you look at the raw numbers, that's pretty flat. The percentage can be a little, can be a little deceiving. Days on the market until sold for the month was down 29.6%, 19 days on the market versus 27 days on the market last May. So homes were selling a bit faster. Year to date, days on the market until sale was up 4.3%, but 24 days versus 23 days. Very insignificant. However, just to again go back to the price ranges, the average days on the market for homes that were priced between $150,000 and $300,000 was 13 days, which is much less than the overall average. And it was 38 0.1 days for homes priced $400,000 and up. So you can see that, you know, the homes that are in that $150,000 to $300,000 range are selling quickly. When you look at homes $400,000 and up, they're taking a little longer. Now, a lot of that has to do with new construction, so maybe that's not a fair analysis, but that's kind of where we are. The median sale price month to date, this May versus last May, was up 7.6%, $263,500 versus $245,000. So, you know, the prices continue to go up. Year to date, median sale price is up 12%, $252,000 versus $225,000. You know, so you know, definitely significant increase in the median sale price. And that's where most of the people are. And the median is really the best indicator. I've said that many times in the past. Now, the average sale price for the month, this May versus last May, was up 12.4%, $324,555 versus $288,798. And for the year, it's up 12.1%, $301,615 versus $269,000. So, you know, again, the average, when you factor in new construction, and it's very difficult to build anything now for less than, you know, between $500,000 and $600,000, that certainly is going to affect the average sale price. Now, the percent of list price received, which is the ratio between the asking price and the price that was actually paid for the house, was down 1.2% for the month, 105.7% of this May versus 107% last May. And year to date, it was down the same 1.2%, 103.2% of the asking price versus 104.5% of the asking price. So the bottom line is that most homes are still selling for above full asking price. And the only time houses sell for above full asking price is when there's multiple offers and people are bidding against each other in order to get the house. So again, you know, the inventory numbers and the number of listings and all of that good stuff, it's certainly something that deserves our attention. But in the big picture, homes are still selling for more. The median and the average prices continue to go up, and their homes are still selling for above full asking price. Now, the inventory of homes for sale is up 80.4% from last May. 606 homes on the market versus 336 homes on the market. And that's a pretty significant increase. Again, how much of that is phantom listings, new construction, because this is really the time of year the builders are very busy. Also, we've seen a lot of homes, we've seen a lot of price reductions on homes that were on the market and were taking a little longer to sell, and the prices have been reduced. Those just go into inventory. They don't come into as new listings. When a house, some homes deals fell through and they come back on the market, they just go in inventory. They don't come in as a new listing. So all of those things combined can certainly affect the inventory of homes for sale. And the month supply of inventory, once again, that is under current market conditions, how long would it take to sell all of the homes that are listed in Onondaga County right now? And the month supply of inventory is up 100%, which sounds like a lot. But it's 2 months worth of inventory versus 1 month's worth of inventory. As I've said many times, a balanced market is 4 to 6 months worth of inventory. A buyer's market is more than 6 months worth of inventory. And a seller's market is less than 4% than 4 months worth of inventory. and we're at 2 months worth of inventory. So it is still pretty much a seller's market. Again, the Housing Affordability Index, that is a statistic that measures the houses making the median income. Can they afford the median priced homes? And the affordability index has gone down again for the month, down 6.4%. So that means homes, the median priced homes are 6.4% less affordable for people making homes making a median income in Onondaga County. And year to date, it's down 9.7%. And this is, again, 3 years in a row that the Housing Affordability Index has gone down. 2023 it was 14.1%. 2024 it went down 15.1%, and so far for 2025 it's down 9.7%. So it appears that the median priced homes are becoming less affordable for people, for households making the median income. And that's because home prices are increasing faster than salaries are increasing. This is a statistic that I haven't included in the past, but I thought it was pretty interesting, so I want to put it out there for you. And that is the list price per square foot ratio. So that is how much per square foot, how many dollars per square foot are homes selling for on average. And for May of 2025, it's $203 per square foot, which is astounding to people that have been in this business for a few years. $203 per square foot is pretty high. Last May, it was $182 per square foot. May of 2023 was $181 per square foot. And in May of 2022 was $154 per square foot. So that's just an indication also of how much home prices have increased over the past few years. Now, the beginning of this year, January 2025, was $169 per square foot. So we're seeing the cost of homes overall continuing to rise. How much of that is affected by new construction, I really couldn't tell you, but it's interesting to see how much per square foot the average house is selling for right now in Onondaga County. So I hope this information is helpful to you if you're thinking about buying or selling a home. And this is all stuff that you should be aware of. You know, knowledge is power. And as always, if you're thinking about buying or selling a home, please reach out to me. I'd love to work with you. I work with buyers and sellers alike. Quite often, buyers are also sellers. So please reach out to me if you have any questions or you need any information. Also, please reach out to me. Other than that, I hope you're having a great day. I hope you have a great summer, because it's finally here maybe. And I hope to hear from you.